One of the most important things I've learned getting older is that you got to build value from within yourself. Going about life, you have to, add a certain amount of, attractiveness to yourself. You got to add value to yourself in different ways, like learning new skills, learning new things, gaining knowledge, period. Things that just build value to yourself and make you more attractive to certain opportunities. Because instead of chasing a lot of opportunities, a lot of them would come to you if you just make yourself look more attractive to those opportunities. And you wouldn't have to chase them so much, you know? Like learning different skills, learning different ways to communicate with people, learning how to do this, how to do that, you know what I mean? Opening your mind to new ideas, stuff like that. And I guess the same thing could be applied to like relationships. You know what I mean? What are you doing to make yourself attractive to the type of person that you want in your life? What are you doing that's keeping those type of people away from you? Sometimes the opportunities and the people that we want to attract to ourselves, we have a certain quality or characteristics about us that's keeping those people away from us because they're looking at those qualities and characteristics and they're trying their best to avoid people like you. You know, you can't get what you want in life just because you think you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's not how life works. Just because you think you deserve something doesn't mean you should have it. You have to earn it. Mostly everything in life you have to earn. Opportunities, certain jobs, hell. Like, yeah, just what are you doing to make yourself more valuable? What are you doing to gain leverage? What is it about you that you think you should be gain these opportunities or have these people in your life when there's a million other highly more qualified people that they can look at besides you? What are you making yourself? What are you doing to stand out? And I know it sounds obvious. It sounds like common sense. It's like applying for a job. And what is you doing to make your resume stand out amongst all the other candidates that they can choose from? You know what I'm saying? And people give you these different tactics and different things you can do. Everything in life ain't the same. It's just different approaches to different things. Put yourself in a position that when opportunities come, you are at the top of the list. You will be the first one chosen. You have to prepare because luck is when opportunity meets preparation. What have you done to prepare for those opportunities? What have you done to prepare for the type of person you want in your life? In a relationship, any type of relationship, like a friendship, like marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, any of that. More people would get ahead in life and they wouldn't complain so much if they took time to actually learn what they need to learn, get the skills that they need to get. Because a lot of people blame like minimum, like the argument about minimum wage and whatnot, for example. A lot of people wouldn't be waiting for minimum wage and government assistance and whatnot if they took the time to build the skills that they need to get higher paying jobs. That's just the world we live in right now. If you want more, you have to go out and get it. It can't just be handed to you all the time. The things you want in life cannot just be handed to you, or, everybody would be ahead in life if that was the case. And people think that they deserve it. People have this sense of entitlement. They think they deserve these things, and you don't deserve anything in life. Most of everything that you want, you need to go out and most likely earn it to some degree. You know what I mean? Because there are way more qualified people in life. I mean, most of the successful people in life they're hungry, they grinding constantly, they want to find out what they can do to get ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? They constantly adding to their knowledge, building new skills, talking to different people so they can get where they need to go in life. But if you're just sitting around pissed off because you're not getting the opportunities or the people that you want in your life, you have to take time to sit down and look at yourself and find out what is making you unattractive to these opportunities and these people. What is it about you? If you really was qualified for what you think you deserve, you wouldn't be sitting there pissed off that you ain't got it. Why? You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Put yourself in a position to receive what you deserve, what you think you deserve. Don't just hope for it and wish for it and pray for it. Put the work in to get it. Build value in yourself. It starts with your mind. Love yourself more, first of all. Love yourself enough to realize that you need to do better and put the work in to actually get where you want to go. Of course, it's not easy. Of course, it's going to be hard, you know what I mean, sometimes, but it wouldn't be worth it if it was easy. Nothing great comes easy. I've said that before, I say it again. So go out and build value in yourself. Make yourself look attractive to these opportunities, or they're going to continue to pass you by and they're going to go to the next person. You're going to be looking, wondering, why is this person getting blessed and I'm not? Because you just ain't put the work in. You haven't made yourself, look attractive or qualified to be in that position that they in. You got to realize there are people out there way more hungrier than you. They've put years of work in. They've put so much time into what they want to make themselves available when the opportunities come, that they've done what they needed to do to deserve what they're looking for. If you take on that mindset, you'll accomplish so much more in life. You won't be sitting around mad at people for no reason. And I hate to delve into this topic, but I was watching a podcast, I was on TikTok earlier, and somebody's live, and they was just talking about how men who do 50-50 are broke and whatnot, and they were just in there degrading men. And it's like, you can have preferences if you want to. There are men out there who take care of everything, take care of their women. They are out there, definitely, and there's plenty of them. But what makes you qualified to have that type of man? You know what I'm saying? What makes you qualified for that? What is it? Because if you deserved it, or if you were qualified for that type of person, you wouldn't be on the internet arguing with people about it. You know what I mean? You would be getting pampered. You would be getting taken care of. And the same thing for men. It's certain qualities and traits we want from women that we not qualified for, we don't deserve. My whole point is, you only get what you deserve in this life. Nothing more, nothing less. If you only getting shit, that's because you only deserve shit. If you getting the best, it's because you put the work in to put yourself in a position to receive the best. That's just how it is in life. But if you're sitting around waiting for everything to come to you, then you're going to be sitting waiting a long time. There are very few people in this world who things just come to them naturally. Most of the time you have to be born in a position to receive things without putting in any work. And that comes with a whole nother host of problems, because that's a whole different world. Nothing is as good as it seems. Like, things be looking attractive, but until people realize the work that they got to put in to get it. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurship, owning your own business, it sounds good to people. It sounds nice until people realize how hard it is and how much work you got to put in. Most of the time you working harder. You might be tired of your job you working now, but you don't realize how hard entrepreneurs got it. They're working way more hours and they have way more shit to deal with. When you have a normal job, you got security. When you're trying to run your own business, there are a lot of risks, but it's the benefits outweigh the risks by a long shot if you do everything right. And sometimes you might fail, but then even that is a benefit because you're learning. You're just learning what to do better the next time. You know what I'm saying? When you fail and stuff like that, that adds value to you because you learned what you need to do better so you don't continue to fail. You know what I'm saying? When you fail and you learn, if you actually genuinely trying to figure out where you went wrong, you adding value to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to fall for the same shit again. And granted that you might run into different problems, but you're going to learn how to handle them too. Eventually, you guys got to go through the motions, plan, you know what I mean? Try to foresee stuff. Everything can't be caught, of course. But like me, for example, I'm trying to learn how to do content better. I'm trying to add my value to my content creation skills. It's doing this so far has taught me how to speak better. You know what I mean? Just talk in general a lot better without saying and you know what I mean so much, even though I say you know what I mean a lot still, but you'll hear me say and whatnot less. My speaking in general has gotten better, and I'm better at getting to the point. and making my videos a little shorter because they started off long as crap. But my whole point is learn and put yourself in a position to receive what you want. You're not going to get it just because you think you deserve it. I think I deserve $1 million. That don't mean it's just going to fall in my lap. I have to earn it. I have to go get it. Add value to yourself. Start from the inside, and it's going to come out externally. And study, practice, everything you need to do to make yourself more attractive to the opportunities that you want in life, or else you're not going to get it. Don't devalue yourself, because you can do that too. If you absorbing too much bullshit, too much knowledge not knowledge, but if you're absorbing too much negative information, negative energy, you can't devalue yourself. You can't devolve and downgrade, depending on the type of people you surround yourself with, information you feed yourself, which could be misinformation and just negative energy in general. Don't devalue yourself. Work to take the steps to get further and further up, and avoid things that take you back, that make you look less attractive. What that is, only you would know that. But take the time to think about what will make you more attractive for what you want. Put yourself in those shoes and think, what would make you unattractive? What would make something unattractive? What am I trying? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, just think about what will make you unattractive to that type of person. What about you could be possibly unattractive that they might be avoiding you, or those type of people aren't coming in your life? Think of it like that with opportunities and everything else in life when it comes to the goals you're trying to reach and the positions you're trying to be in. That's it for this video. Peace out.